A note to our viewers. Actor Eric Dane of Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria died at the age of 53. You can read his obituary at Today They Left. Here are the most recent deaths in the national news as reported by legacy.com. Visit legacy.com to read full obituaries and leave condolences. Jerry Kennedy, 1940-2026. Musician and record producer Jerry Kennedy died on February 11, 2026, in Nashville, Tennessee, at the age of 85. He was a legendary session musician in Nashville, playing guitar and dobro on classics like Harper Valley PTA, Oh Pretty Woman, and Stand By Your Man. Kennedy is also remembered as a producer for artists including Jerry Lee Lewis. Elroy Face, 1929-2026. Baseball player Elroy Face died February 12, 2026, in North Sales, Pennsylvania at 97. He was a relief pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 1950s and 60s, including the 1960 World Series championship. Face, known as the Baron of the Bullpen, was a six-time All-Star, Pirates Hall of Famer, and a U.S. Army veteran. Robert Duvall, 1931-2026. Actor Robert Duvall died February 15, 2026, at his home in Middleburg, Virginia. He was 95. Duvall starred in classics like The Godfather, Apocalypse Now, Lonesome Dove, and To Kill a Mockingbird. He won an Academy Award for Tender Mercies, portraying a former country singer turning his life around. Duvall also served in the U.S. Army during the 1950s. Reverend Jesse Jackson, 1936-2026. Civil rights leader Jesse Jackson died February 17, 2026, at age 84. He worked alongside Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and founded Operation Push and the Rainbow Coalition. Jackson is remembered for a lifetime of activism, breaking barriers with historic presidential campaigns and receiving the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Shelley Desai, 1936-2026. Actor Shelley Desai died February 10, 2026 in Los Angeles at 90. He was best known for TV shows like Men of a Certain Age and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and appeared in movies like Thelma and Louise and Escape from L.A. Tim Vry, 1984-2026. Musician Tim Vry, drummer for Manchester Orchestra, died in February 2026 at 42. He played on hits like I've Got Friends and The Gold, serving as the band's heartbeat and longest-serving drummer. Trey Johnson, 1972-2026. Football player Trey Johnson died February 15, 2026 at 54. An offensive lineman for the Washington Redskins and Cleveland Browns, he was a 1999 Pro Bowl pick. Johnson is remembered for later teaching history and coaching in Maryland. Billy Steinberg, 1951-2026. Songwriter Billy Steinberg died February 16, 2026, at his home in Brentwood, California, at 75. He wrote iconic 1980s hits like a Virgin, So Emotional and Eternal Flame, and is remembered for heartfelt lyrics including True Colors. Doug Moe, 1939-2026. Basketball coach and player Doug Moe died February 17, 2026 in San Antonio at 87. He coached the Denver Nuggets, San Antonio Spurs, and Philadelphia 76ers, winning NBA Coach of the Year in 1988. Moe was a three-time ABA All-Star with the Oakland Oaks, Carolina Cougars, and Virginia Squires, and a U.S. Army veteran. Businessman and engineer Hideki Sato, the father of Sega hardware, died February 13, 2026 at 75. He developed Sega consoles including the SC3000, Mega Drive, and Sega Saturn, and served as Sega's president. Frederick Wiseman, 1930–2026. Filmmaker Frederick Wiseman died February 16, 2026, at his home in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He was 96. He pioneered a documentary style without narration, focusing on schools, hospitals, and justice institutions. Wiseman was a U.S. Army veteran. Jane Bear, 1935–2026. Animator Jane Bear died February 16, 2026, at her home in Van Nuys, California at 91. She was one of the first women at Disney, working on Sleeping Beauty, and co-founded Bear Animation, contributing to Who Framed Roger Rabbit, The Black Cauldron, and The Rescuers. Tom Noonan. Actor Tom Noonan died February 14, 2026, at 74. A versatile character actor, Noonan appeared in films like RoboCop 2, Heat, Last Action Hero, and starred as a serial killer in Manhunter. Tragic events. At least 8 people died on February 17, 2026, in a backcountry avalanche near Lake Tahoe, California. You can read more about these lives at legacy.com. Follow Today They Left on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to stay updated on national news deaths.